Welcome back to Combat Mission, Battle for Normandy, the main event scenario. We're coming to the final turns. If you want to see what happened earlier, from the setup through the initial turns, you might want to look back at those. I'm just going to have a bit of a recap where we are. And we kind of have control of maybe a third of the village of Buron. Let's see what we've got here. It's like a decently... I can't really scroll onto the top of it properly, but it looks like a decent who can see those guys? Yeah, well, they're really looks like a decent decently together unit. Where are these guys coming through here? Okay, what I'm trying to do here, let's have an overview where we are. I'm trying to... I've got two platoons in this sort of area, pretty badly shaken up or shot up, and I'm trying to... Okay, what have we got here? I'll just leave them on that for the time being. But I'm trying to get forward into along this line, into this church, into this building here. There is, if I can still spot it, there is an armoured vehicle back here. Some infantry in this church. Just remind myself where we are. This is the... I think it's... Is this the fight? No, it's Sherman 5. Just gonna have that hit that. Let's hit that. Hit that. Yeah. I've got a little bit of movement going. I've only got 6 minutes left. So we can't hit that. So this is to section HQ for the MG. To platoon HQ. Hold on a second, are we? Really got to get these guys into decent positions and get some sort of structure and order so I know where we are. And you got one platoon here, which is... Yeah, we're pretty much done with this platoon. They're so badly shot up. So these guys... Get these guys forward as well. kind of having to really push hard on these guys and get them moving forward quickly. Still engaging that. I'll leave that guy in there because I think they could still get flanking fire. Okay, let's see what we've got here. So we've still got some 3-inch. No, trying to think where I can apply this because I have to apply this now. It's so let's just. So what we got in here? There's a lot of fire coming into this church. That's saying we lost contact. I don't see them coming out of the building. And we've got an observer. Interesting. Got a feeling that vehicle that is probably immobilised or maybe hit by artillery or mortars. Still got this HQ unit up here. A tank here that's there's guys in here. I knew that those guys would get hit from somewhere, but there you go. Probably should have kept these. I really needed those guys to get in there. That's causing me a lot of issues now. But there you go, you gotta gamble it. Just hasn't really worked out the way I was hoping it was going to work out. Which is unfortunate. That's not going to work either. Again, get those onto the floor. Where those guys? Where? Oh, of course they've gone all the way around. It's my own fault. I forgot they won't get over the hedgerow. They'll actually just walk all the way around it. But there you go. My own fault. This tank isn't really gonna. Not much else I can really do for now. And these guys are just, instead of going into the building they're right next to, instead of going into the building which is going to give them cover, they run all the way back. That just sums combat mission up at its absolute worst. That really does. They were right next to the building where they had cover in. And instead of going into that building to get cover, they ran all the way back in front of their guns. If it hadn't have been for the covering fire, they'd have been absolutely decimated. That's the great weakness of the artificial intelligence. It can be artificially stupid at times. You know, you're always going to go into the building close to you to get cover. You're never going to run back to the place we've been taking casualties from. But there you go. Limitations of artificial intelligence. Where are these guys actually? Are these guys in the open, these infantry? Looks like they are. Yeah, those guys are done. These guys coming out. Yeah. There's a lot of guys here. It's like a full platoon. That's a bit of a surprise. Is there another HQ? It's like there are two. I only thought there was one platoon. Oh, is that on across the... If I can get the camera to behave itself. We've got a big fight. At least we're getting these guys in here pinned down. Which has got to be our first objective also. Yeah, I think we've got those. Okay, these are assaulting across the across that street. Goal of these guys is now just to really pummel that. What have we got here? Get his back into that position for 4 minutes. I've got a little bit of time to make sure these get knocked down fairly cleanly. There's don't seem to be putting any tune to that at all. It's like that. Unfortunately, that section's been shot to pieces, but not really putting the fire that I was expecting into it. But there you go. I'm taking casualties here too. See what we're doing on this. Still got these 2 HQ sections that are, yeah, they're running. Struggling with the camera view at the moment. Oh, they've just been shot to pieces by infantry squad in there, which I was not expecting. I'm just taking huge casualties at the moment. Actually, you know what, I hate this camera on this thing. It's just so bad. It's so hard to get it to move about where you want it to get it to. It's really awkward. I'm just losing tons and tons of infantry. Yeah, there you have the infantry there. We've got here, looks like a machine gun team. Wonder if these guys having such a difficult time of it. So there's not much more we can do right there. My main objective here is just to try to I just want to get it across here into this building here, but mind you, if the armor's there and they're getting fire from there, why is that tank not engaging it? That tank is just oblivious to all of this. and combat targets. Okay, what are we doing here on this flank? Make sure I'm clicked off everything I need to be clicked off on. Which one's this one? No, it's just... a bit of a gamble there with that, but again, it's not much more I can do but gamble. Quite sure where those guys are. I'm taking the time wearing those down. Let's just see what we do. Those guys are still in there. Don't turn around and hit that. Don't turn around and shoot those guys, you fool. No. Of all the stupid things to do, you're wasting your time turning around to engage targets there. There are targets right there. That tank's already engaging it. There's no point in having two tanks turn and shoot at the same thing. Oh, that is really brainless. You know, there are targets up there, and it is shooting. It's just pointed itself at nothing. At pinned down units and just ignoring its flank completely. That is so annoying. You've literally got to babysit the thing because you've got to assume it will do the most boneheaded things. Just babysit the AI because it will always just pick the most ludicrous things to do. You know, you just gotta hit the targets that are actually, you know, not being engaged, not swivel on to looking at something, not even shooting at it when it's not a threat. What a waste of time. That is really annoying. It's got to be a bit smarter than to get involved in fights that just have absolutely no consequence whatsoever. Gotta do our best to flank these guys. I'd love to move these guys forward now, just do a quick assault across there, even into this church, but it's just not going to work. I've taken enough casualties already without doing silly things. These guys getting out of there. Finding it hard to knock this down. I'm not really sure where all these guys are. Obviously, there's some guys behind this wall here. Oh, that 3-inch mortar stuff is landing too short. Let's see what's going on here. See, there you have this guy running out into the open, into the middle of the road. I mean, how realistic is that? It's crazy. Just want to see what's happening with these. If I can manhandle the camera where I want it to go to. I'd like to see him getting pinned down here, but looks like we took out that MG as well, which just as well because these guys are running across the open ground. So yeah, we have now cleared that little obstacle, I think. Got him hitting that one. Let's just get these guys in a position where they can fire. Once I've cleared this target, because obviously you can't do that, what I want to do. This guy's still hitting this pretty hard, but he's trying to keep these pinned down. No, I'm just going to let that run because I just hope we get lucky with it. It's a bit danger close, but at this point you just got to hope for the best. Come on, tank, move fast. See if we can get these guys into position. Go on, run fast. Run, 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 run. Get into position. Go for it, guys. In you go. Quick, quick, quick. Almost. Last guy in. That's something in that. So far, been pretty lucky with that 3-inch fire. Looks like this platoon has pretty much done their job here. This has been a really tough battle, I have to say. I'm hoping we're just down to these last 2 German squads. Yeah, that's it, that's the end of the mortars. That came really pretty close to those guys, so... I'm hoping... Oh, there you go. Minor victory. Failed in ground. East Buron didn't capture it. 549 points, oh, that's not bad. We've had 44 killed, they've had 33. Let's take a look at that. So yeah, those guys are pinned down. That's just got a B team. We have a HMG there. Yeah. Second squad. And that splits into HMG team. These guys stood up really well to that. There's a fair bit of stuff around there. These guys, yeah. Just a forward observer left. Again, they stood up pretty well in the end. Interesting to see what was in here. There you go, there's a bit poetic there, you got a German line next to a Canadian. I'm sure they had a lot, they at least seemed to have a lot, maybe it's just because they had the MG, the MG42 I imagine. I thought where's that guy? Looks like there's another one. Where were those guys? I just had one guy in the headquarters team, so that I hadn't quite taken them all out. And of course you have here another hunting Panzer IV. It's not, doesn't appear to be damaged. If I can, that's a peculiar one there. I'm not sure why that would be there if it is mobile. I suppose it's rated as being cautious, but Even so, that seems a bit strange. I mean, I was not going to get into the battle there. That caused 4 casualties. 8 casualties. What's this? Hunting Panzer 4. 10 enemy casualties. I'm not sure where 10 enemy casualties come from, unless it's talking about the crew. Plus 1 Sherman 5. Actually, what? If I can find my way around here. 4 enemy casualties. What did that? 4 enemy casualties for the first squad. I'm sure they inflicted more casualties than that. These guys, 2 enemy casualties, 1 enemy casualty, none, 3. Yeah, that's shooting them down as they were coming across the field. And these guys, none. Machine gun team. So 5 enemy casualties plus the Hunting Panzer 1. And 8 enemy casualties there. But yeah, if you look at the map now, I would say that we weren't that far away from actually being able to capture the centre of the town or the village. Really had a hard time for some reason getting these guys out of this house. So no, we were at least getting across there. Just had really needed to deal with these guys around the back of the church and then push on. But that Hunting Panzer 4 was going to be causing us some issues. And on this flank, yeah, just still 1 guy remaining in the headquarters team. 11 company. So it's like the company HQ, I think. Yeah, company HQ. So yeah, it's not a huge amount. This stuff still in here. It's just it's one thing I don't like about these floating icons. Sometimes it's a bit difficult to figure out. So you just had the forward observer in there. It was again being really difficult to get rid of. And then you've just got this screen of infantry on that flank, which wasn't really an issue for me. I was just trying to... The next thing would have been just to bound across there, but bring all that armour up to take care of these guys. Shoot these guys out of here and get an infantry section in here, but obviously ran out of time. Anyway, that's the end of that scenario. If I can get this back to where we were. There you go. Ends as a minor victory, but a victory is a victory. I'll take that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again for the next one. Bye for now.